Hello y'all, I'm the TruckMaster, and I'm here with some video game pickups. Let's get into it. Okay, so before we do, I'm having to cut down my collection a bit because I'm looking to get my own place with Retro Crazy Gaming. At the minute I live with my mum, I've got my own room, it's very nice, but we're looking to get somewhere together. We're cutting down what we have, which means my collection will be cutting down. I actually traded some games into CX earlier today, including some Switch games, including some of which were FIFAs. I had every FIFA for Switch. I've kept 23. I traded the rest off. Actually, surprisingly, for the 18 through to 22 on Switch, I got £30 credit, so I'm quite happy with that. Traded some other stuff off. 19 games in total, including a couple more FIFAs. Got £131 in total. I will be using 75 of that at some point whenever I get the opportunity to buy Legend of Zelda 4 Swords for GameCube. Otherwise, it will be for more expensive games. What? I don't know. But potentially Nintendo 64, because that's obviously what I'm going for as a main set. I'm sure most of you know that by now. And I think I've got most of all the games that are under a tenner. There might be a couple. I found a couple in the last month, but be very few now. So that's where this will come in, buying some of the more expensive ones. Unless I come across something else I really want. After that, I went out and bought some games. So I will show them in these pickups, along with games donated to me by Sean at RetroGamesRevived and by my partner, Retro Crazy Gaming. So, although I'm cutting down, I will still be getting games and doing pickup videos. They'll probably be just more sporadic and more focused on being quality, what I want. I'm not buying a quality game for the sake of it by being quality. I'm buying it because it's a quality game that I want, not just make up the numbers, even lesser than I was. I've really made a difference with this room. Apart from rearranging it, you may have noticed the last couple of videos this has changed. But also just the amount of stuff. It feels nicer, it's less compact, less cramped. It feels more like a chill room, not just like a video game store, to be honest. It used to feel even more like a video game store because I had posters up, not just like this Detective Pikachu one here, but like the strip ones you've got with Dreamcast games, etc. Had them up. It kind of looked good, but it looked very video gamey store. But it is my bedroom at the same time. So for a slight chewing, I just recorded the Rock Bun Cake Master special. I've still got my teeth. Yeah, there are 13 games to show. Was originally 12. And I even recorded that video. And then halfway through I ran out of memory, so I'm having to start again. Yeah. So, I guess let's get into the pickups. Starting with a game I picked up last week on the way to my partner's house. Stopped in gas converters in town. Saw this for £3. Had to buy it. It's normally £8 in CX as well. It is the Simpsons game for PSP. Now I've got the PSP from Bin Boot Sale Picking. Again, appreciated. And I wanted to get a couple more games for it. Saw this, had to buy it. Got it on other systems. It'll be fun to play on the go. The case was coming apart a bit, so I've had to sellotape it. I think you might just be able to see that. But it works. I've tried it. It works. So, yeah. This ties in with the movie from 2007. It has references to that. It has references to other episodes. I'm not going to give anything away, though. Even if it is like 16 years old now. It does say that has over 40 minutes of new Simpsons animation you won't see anywhere else. So, that's good, I guess. It does feature spoofs of other EA franchises because EA made this, and you can tell from that. There's Medal of Homer, it's the Medal of Honor. There's Sitar Hero, it's a Guitar Hero. There's a whole Japanese thing based on Pokemon and Dragon Ball and anime and God knows what else, can't remember. But yeah, fun game, would recommend checking it out, especially if you're a Simpsons fan. And well, given we've just shown the Simpsons game, I think I know the next pickup. The first one of the donations from Sean at RetroGamesRevived. It has to be Simpsons game for PS2. And what you might notice is that although the cover has Homer, they are different. And it's different between every single release. So this, the Xbox 360, the Wii, etc. They're all different. Effectively though, I believe it is all the same game. I done the tutorial level on the PSP one. It was the Land of Chocolate. It was that on the 360 or Wii, wherever it was I first played it years ago. So yeah. It is fun. It is a fun game, as I said. I recommend checking it out. And it was complete, so thanks, Sean. That's game number 1 from him. Game number 2 was this. Extreme G3. Which is good because I actually forgot that last year at the London Gaming Market, I actually bought a manual for this. So I've got this one. Really good condition, but the manual I think was a little scuffed, so I swapped it for the manual. I bought the manual at the market, which although attacked by game, because I think it was better quality overall. Very fun game this. It's a motorbike racer in the style of F-Zero, Wipeout, etc. i.e. a fast futuristic one. You get weapons. Now you get people on the bikes. It wasn't so obvious in the early games, number 1 and 2. Which I think were only on Nintendo 64. I've got both of them. I played the first one years and years ago. That's why I wanted this, to be honest. There's a 4th one called Extreme G Racing Association, or XGRA for short. Quite expensive game at times, actually. I have it on Xbox, I believe. Want to get on GameCube. I want the whole set on Nintendo. I've got this. I've got 1 and 2. I just need RA. But solid racer. It really is for a motorbike game. If you like F-Zero, Wipeout, that sort of game, I think you'll like this. Has music tracks by the Ministry of Sound, and I think the second one had sponsorship boards from Honda, I think it was. So yeah, interesting tracks on here as well, with the bends and the loop-de-loops, I have to say. But yeah, highly recommend. Third game from Sean is one I'm really excited to have for the PS2. I have it for Xbox, and it's one of my favourite games of all time, up there with Sonic 2 and Pokemon Ruby. It is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Absolutely love this game. It has a feature of having Jedi fight each other, or Sith, or even just non-Jedi Sith heroes, Han Solo, etc. You get to fight as Ewoks, you get to fight as Gungans, you get to kill Ewoks, you get to kill Gungans. Both are fun, playing as or killing them. Probably shouldn't be, but it is. Space battles, you get to take out clones, you get to execute Order 66. You get the idea. It's on a vast number of planets and locations, so you get Jabba the Hutt's palace and Mos Eisley at separate levels on Tatooine. You get the clone facilities on Kamino. You get the Battle of Hoth, which is probably my favourite level, along with Mustafar from Revenge of the Sith. This came out in timing with Revenge of the Sith and has an awesome title screen showing clips from the films with music from the films, including Battle of the Heroes from when Anakin battles Obi-Wan on Mustafar. So yeah, very, very fun game, this one. Complete again. Thanks, Sean. Honestly, if you're a Star Wars fan, or you just want a really good game to look at and try, this game, especially the instant action mode, it's so fun, I promise you. Love it. And the last one from Sean, I had to get it because it's probably the most appropriate game for me ever. It really is. And for once, it's nothing to do with how fat I am. Well, let's put it this way. You've been watching this video for nearly 10 minutes now. You may well have seen any of the previous near 200 videos I've done. And I'm sure you've noticed one thing by now. I'm a Manchester United fan. I wear a shirt in pretty much every video. It's Club Football Manchester United for PS2. I had to get it. There's actually 2 more, or well, sort of. There's a Club Football 2005. This is the 2004 version. And there's a Manager one. I think I have them on Xbox. But I didn't have this one, and I don't have the other ones on PS2. So I guess that's my next goal. It's my team. I have to have the games. I've got a SNES game, and the Game Boy is my holy grail. One day I will have it. Complete. The game, I have a feeling I played it years ago. It's not the best football game by a long shot. It goes Djemba. That's one thing I remember. Eric Djemba. Wow. No one ever went great, and we did not make good signings. Apart from Ronaldo. We signed Ronaldo at the start of this season. Yeah. Does have footage of goals though, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Club football. And I know a lot of people hate United, and there are other versions of this, such as Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle, Real Madrid even, etc. So yeah, if you support a big team, might well be a copy of this for you. But I think, especially at the time, Man United probably, at least over here, the most well-known version. Okay, as I said, I went out today, and I purchased 4 games while out. And it was during this segment that it cut out previously. So, we bought 2 from CX. The first one kind of ties in with the Simpsons games earlier. Simpsons Skateboarding, again for PlayStation 2. I already had Simpsons Hit and Run and Road Rage. So I was like, you know what? See what else there is if I do. And I came across this for £4. So it's skateboarding with the Simpsons. And I mean, to be fair, who doesn't want to do skateboarding with Homer? I mean, look at him. That is such a Homer face. And I would be devastated if that's me because I lost the donut. I'm sure it's got loads of references such as locations, noises, what they say. I doubt it's that great, but it's a Simpsons game. They're generally quite good, to be fair. Again, a tap my game. But yeah, also the CX label down here was terrible. Didn't want to come off. Now it's nice and sticky. Yeah, Simpsons Skateboarding. And the other one I bought, again, had a horrible label and it's sticky, so yay. And I paid £8 for this one. And I bought both of these without the credit I mentioned earlier. Keeping that for the big games. Mario and Sonic Winter Olympics 2012. Winter Olympics, normal Olympics. I've got 2008, got 2010, and it's in London. I mean, come on, it's over here. But what I can tell you is, having been to London several times, including twice in a week a couple of weeks ago, is that I have never seen an echidna play football in London. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen an echidna in London. So this game is clearly not realistic, which is very disappointing. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I quite trust Mario there with the javelin, to be fair. He looks like he wants to harm someone. So yeah. I think this is potentially better than 2008. I like some of the minigames. I like the dream events on here. But yeah, it's still a fun game regardless. I would recommend this one. It is a lot of fun. Even some of the events like rhythmic gymnastics are quite funny. Especially when you see like Dr. Robotnik / Eggman jumping up and spinning in the air with a ribbon. It is quite amusing to watch, I have to say. So yeah. Mario and Sonic Olympics 2012. Okay, after that I headed to the Retro Hunter, which is my local retro game. Found a couple of games, kept looking for stuff for a while, I'll say else, but no. So we acquired 2 games there for £11. The first one is a Wii U game. I don't think there's many Wii U games I want now. I was previously going for the full set. Gave up on that a good while ago, got rid of a load. Now I'm just focusing on ones I really want, which is so far about 30, 35, and I think we're basically there. I think this is one of the ones I wanted. There's at least one more, probably another game. So one of the games I want to get is Bayonetta, because I've heard good things about it, and I have number 2. Another one is 007 Legends, because I don't think it's that great a game. It's James Bond, and I love James Bond, and I've got it on other systems. The other one I wanted was this. Angry Birds Star Wars. Not because I'm an Angry Birds fan, but as you can get some Star Wars Battlefront 2 earlier, I'm a Star Wars fan. So, yeah, kind of wanted to get it. So I did. This was £9. This got the down, but it also has got Tatooine on the disc, which is quite cool. This is what Darth Vader looks like as an Angry Bird, followed by like Luke and Leia and Han Solo. Yeah, you basically knock birds down, I think, with catapults, if I remember rightly. But in Star Wars style. So, yeah, I'll give this a go. It does have exclusive new levels as well, so that's pretty cool. But yes, you have to become a Jedi Master and restore freedom to the galaxy. But yeah, Angry Birds Star Wars. And the other game is one which I actually saw pretty quickly after I got in there and was only £2. So I was like, yeah, I'm not turning that down. I bought Dead or Alive 4 for the Xbox 360. You may know this, you may not. I mean, there's kind of a massive hint right there. I am a Dead or Alive fan. Yeah, it's Australian. So, from what I remember him telling me, he had a load of Australian games traded in. I assume this is probably one of them. Because what I can tell you is that a while ago, I can't remember if I shared it or not in a video, he actually showed me some of the ones he had. And he had Dead or Alive 5 in Australian as well for the Xbox 360. So I bought that back then. And then having seen this today for £2, I had to get it as well. So I've got 2 of them now, 4 and 5. But this is one that I've been playing for quite a while now. I think I originally bought this on Xbox 360 back in like 2008 or something. It's a really solid fighting game. It's one of the side-on ones, but it's not just flat screen. Like, you can move around the stage like this. There are obstacles, like falling through ceilings. As well, I guess you do fall through ceilings, don't you? Downstairs, etc. Also, some awesome moves and characters on there. You get Zach the Teletubby. Well, he looks like it in his silver outfit. You get Brad Warren who's drunk. Loved Casimire's throws, like she just jumps on someone's face with her high heels sort of thing and stabs them on the face a few times. Love that move. Yeah. Interesting mix of characters and moves on here. Yeah. Got a lot of history playing this with my mate, actually. It's a lot of fun. And it's complete. So, that's pretty cool. Yeah. What surprises me, though, is this one says it's got moderate violence, rated M. Fair enough. I can completely understand that. Number 5 has an M for this. Also, sexualized gameplay. This is probably more sexualized than 5. If anything, 5 is where they tone down the sexuality in the game. So I'm a bit puzzled about that. But yeah. In case you haven't guessed, I do know a thing or two about Dead or Alive. So, yeah. Okay. 4 more games, which were donated to me by my partner, Retro Crazy Gaming, as part of, well, ironically, her clear out. There you go. So, we will start off with a Wii game, which is Monopoly Streets, which I assume is just Monopoly on the streets. Got Mr. Monopoly as a balloon. Yeah. I guess it's just Monopoly, really. You do get to play as me, though, so that's fun. So, yeah. Next one she gave me is a Mega Drive game. Haven't had a Mega Drive game in a while. Which is Mega Games 2 with Revenge of Shinobi, Streets of Rage, and Golden Axe. All classic Sega games, I'd say, aren't they? Yeah. Streets of Rage I've got, but it's on a Master System case for some reason. I think they got mixed up with Game Station when I bought it years ago or something. But all solid games. I know there's number 3. I totally forgot about number 3. I saw it earlier in the Retro Hunter, which I think had, is it Alien Soldier, Super Thunderblade, and Super Monaco GP maybe? So I'll probably have to get that at some point. Super Monaco GP if nothing else. And also, if I'm cutting down, if I can get games with 3 on them, 1 cartridge in 1 case, great way to save space, and yet still have plenty of games. So yeah, Mega Games 2. Talking of compilations, and Sega for that matter, Sega Mega Drive collection for PlayStation 2. Which, for one thing, has Sonic, so that's good. In fact, it's got many more apart from this, but it does have Sonic 1, Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4, Echo the Dolphin, Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, which I cannot get over because you end up doing the levels and you fight and punch aeroplanes and cars. Having played Alex Kidd Miracle World on the Master System so much, I can't get over the fact you've gone from punching birds to punching cars. I cannot handle that. It is not right, Sega. You disappoint me much, so. Bonanza Bros, Kid Chameleon, one of the best games ever. Flicky. Honestly, if you've not seen Flicky, highly recommend it. It's so random. You're a bird. Your own levels. Catching birds. Saving them from tigers and putting them into an elevator. And then Flicky's obviously started appearing in Sonic later on. So it's got the Sonic connection as well. But yeah, Flicky. Love that game. Game Ground, Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, Victor Man 1 and 2. And a lot more. Including games here where they haven't put them on the list but show them on the back. So you have Sonic the Hedgehog, which we've pretty established. Obviously, absolute classic. Prefer number 2, but the original was such a classic. Green Hill Zone. You got to love it, really. Brightstar, another Sega platformer. Columns, highly underrated game in my opinion. Same sort of style as Tetris, I guess, with jewels. More used to the Master System as part of Master Games 1. Again, a compilation. But still a really fun game, Columns. Comic Zone, Virtua Fighter 2, Altered Beast, and Golden Axe. And I'm sure there's probably more because it says there's 27. And by my reckoning, them 2 are in the list. So there's 8 there, along with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's still another 7 or 8. So, yeah. I reckon it's probably, what, Sonic 2, would you reckon? So, yeah. Sega Mega Collection. One last game. Yeah. Was offered it. I had to take it. And I took this one thinking of you, Retro Bear. It's Spice World. It's the Spice Girls. I had to have it, to be honest. I mean, come on. You get interactive magazine with exclusive video interviews and behind the scenes footage. I mean, who doesn't want that? And you get to become your favourite Spice Girl. In my case, it's Jerry, by the way. And you rehearse with them, they prefer for a special live show on my TV. Woo! And you can use samples from Spice Girls songs to make your own unique mixes. That could be interesting. Yeah. Here they are, look, Spice Girls up close. This is Scary, Ginger, Baby, Posh, Sporty. Well, I don't mind Mel C, but she is a Liverpool fan, so lots of points there. Married David Beckham, so that's a plus. The whole United connection. I think I read David she was a United fan because their manager, Simon Fuller, I think it was. Emma Bunton's a Tottenham fan. Her family have been Tottenham fans for years. Jerry's a Watford fan, being from there. And Mel B's a Leeds fan. And don't ask me how I know that, but I just know that who they all support. Although Victoria Beckham isn't really a football fan as such, it's just obviously because she married David Beckham, and I said the manager. But it's amazing that they've actually come 5 girls who are actually like football fans. That's quite funny. But yeah. Oh wow, there's even a leaflet for memory cards. So yeah, we've got to give this one a go, haven't we? You want cheesy games? There you go. And to top it all off, it's official merchandise, fully endorsed by the Spice Girls. I mean, come on. Hell yeah. Anyway, there's some pickups I've had in the last, well, actually a while, because I got them ones of Mando a little while ago. But I never showed them. But yeah, but I would like to say thank you to Retro Crazy Gaming, Manda, my partner. You know who she is by now, I'm sure. And to Sean at RetroGamesRevived for the games. Thank you very much. I will share their channels down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will catch you soon. Probably more pickups, but also looking to videos on the manga and my trading cards and anime over there. And probably Star Wars and Star Trek and more cake videos. And some probably random musings. Yeah. And stuff, because why not? We'll be doing live chats soon as well. Including one on adult games on the Switch. So that should be interesting. Yeah, that should be an interesting one. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm the TruckMaster. Bye, y'all.